Hello YouTube, welcome back. It's the Budget Monkey again. Today we are looking at the Mossberg 835 Ultra Mag, and what a shotgun, man. This is empty, there's nothing in the chamber. We'll go ahead. Sometimes it's just easier to rack it to prove it, especially with these long guns. And I want to review this. I'm going to review more than just this gun. Let's review the whole type. The pump action 12 gauge by Mossberg. Okay, this one specifically an 835. Purchased it in 2011. Can't remember the month. I'm sorry. 2011, early 2011, maybe February at the latest. $175 out the door. Is in really good condition except for. Looked like it might have been caught in the rain at some point. There's some little, if you can tell, but that's a little bit of pitting, a little bit of rust right here in the first 6 inches of the barrel. Nothing major. It can be cleaned off, cold blued, be good to go again. Now, I love this shotgun, and it's a 3.5 out of it, 2 3/4 if I need to. Prefer to 3-inch probably out of all of them. This is what I turkey hunt with typically. I'm in the market for the 500 for a home defense shotgun, but right now this is the pump shotgun that I own. This is the only one that I currently own. Had an 870 at one point, had a 500 at one point. I can talk on those subjects as well as this. I just don't have a model to show you because I currently don't have one. So let's dive right in. How about uses? The 835. Well, hunting. How about that? Let's start with that bird hunting in particular. Like it. Turkeys in particular. The 28-inch barrel that's on this one is awesome for that, and it's a ribbed barrel. You can see tops of my sight picture is right on, double beaded, or a bead, middle bead, and a fiber optic sight in the front. How about I just show you instead of just blabbering? See, there's the front bead and then the fiber optic, and then the center bead, and then it is tapped here on the receiver. If I chose to ever do something with that, probably won't. Shotgun ranges are short enough; it doesn't need an optic. Plus, it kind of limits or kind of slows you down on sighting on your sight picture, if you ask me, on a shotgun. It's neither here nor there. Uses, like I say, turkey, birds. I don't really like it for ducks or dove or quail, which are the birds that I can hunt in this area or choose to hunt in this area. Don't like it for that. The barrel's just a little long for acquiring them in flight. I do it. I've done well with this, but yeah, a little shorter barrel for that would be a lot nicer. It'd be a lot easier to get on point. Kind of gets to a point to where you go too long, it's hard to get on point. Kind of the same thing with a short barrel. Get too short, it's kind of hard to get on point because the sight picture is so touchy. So hunting, home defense. This model, once again, we're going to go back to the length of the barrel. Now, I keep griping about that. This does have removable barrels, and I could put a shorter barrel on here and solve those problems, and that may be what I end up doing if I can't find a 500 reasonably priced relatively soon. Having shot Remingtons, having shot a Winchester a couple of times, not a formidable expert in the Winchester shotguns, but Charles Daly a couple of times. A lot of the New England stuff, or the single shots, the New England Firearms, the handy rifle style. I don't know if handy rifle makes a shotgun, but that's breech load style shotguns. I've shot a lot of shotguns. Shot a lot of skeet, and Mossberg is my favorite. I used to be a huge Remington 870 fan. I've always liked the pump over the automatic or semi-automatics, but loved the 870 until I shot this gun. Changed me forever. I always thought the 500 and 870 were pretty much on par. I kind of like the 870 more than the Mossberg 500 for hunting. But when it comes to hunting, this one takes the cake, man. This thing's awesome. So, home defense, not unless I change the barrel on this version, but I would a Mossberg 500 in a heartbeat, especially with a pistol grip. Not just a pistol grip, but a pistol grip integrated into the buttstock for control and ease of pointing with one hand. It's easier to hold it with one hand and do a tactical shotgun reload. If you've never done it, it's not the easiest thing to do, even with a pistol grip. But it's much easier for me to do a tactical reload if I have a pistol grip, especially on like a Mossberg 500, something nice and light I can hold with the hand, with my typical hand. Anyway, firepower. You can't beat a 12 gauge. Period. Slugs, not out of this barrel, but out of a slug barrel. Slugs, buckshot, birdshot, defensive rounds, skeet loads, non-lethal. I've seen everything from pepper spray to beanbag. You're just so versatile. You cannot beat the firepower of this. This is a 3+1. I can't go any higher than that for hunting purposes in my state. That's the capacity limitations. And I choose not to take the plug out because of this is my hunting shotgun. However, if I got a 500 laying around, once I do get a 500, I plan on pulling the plug, get as much capacity as I can. Ergonomics, it's not much to say. So it's a shotgun, Ergonomics are great. They're as good as any other shotgun I've ever shot. It's good for a full frame male shooter. How about that? My female shooters, my wife shoots this on the skeet loads a lot. She skeet shoots with it, but it's too big for her. She has a hard time shouldering it for obvious reasons. The 28-inch barrel doesn't help. But yeah, so it's a little big for her. My daughter, no, she doesn't like it. My daughter doesn't do much shotgun shooting other than the 12 gauge. Or not 12 gauge, the 410, excuse me. Value. I gave what, 175, 180 bucks for this. Like I say, it's been a little bit ago, over a year, so I don't even remember exactly. But I do know it was less than 200 bucks out the door for this. Man, I should have bought 10 of them because they had them there. I should have bought them because they've went up tremendously since then. I still can find a good 500 for under 200 bucks, used but not abused. The 835s, they're closer to $300 now in my area. That's a used one. You can't find them new around here. They just get bought too fast. But value for this one in particular is great. The 835 overall, for hunting purposes, man, it's awesome. The Ultra Mag, the 3.5 inch, you shoot up to 3.5 inch out of here. That's awesome. Around here, I can't find anything 3.5 inch. 3 inches are hard to find. Most everything I can get is 2 3/4. So I spent the extra money for the option, but I can't use it. So, but it's still there, still an option that I have that I may not have with another shotgun. So it's still going to add value, especially for the price point. Let's go into functionality. This thing has been flawless from day one. It's a pump action shotgun. Not much to go wrong with it. It's been great. Nothing to complain about. The safety is on top. You see that? Let me turn it. Get in the view here. Safety on top. I don't really mind. I don't really care where my safety's at on my shotguns. It's not an uber tactical or uber critical, because I never carry one in the chamber in one of these unless I use it in home defense. Home defense purposes, you will chamber one up, and I have been known to use this for well, I don't know about home, but how about camp defense? Camping in the camper or in a tent. I have been known to leave it loaded versus a pistol due to poor lighting conditions, and even though it's long, it's easier to get on point in a dark, dimly lit situation. So this is my Mossberg 835. Love it. A+. All Mossberg shotgun products from me are going to get a A+, at least the ones I'm familiar with. I love them. Anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. I'm glad to be back. Subscribe, watch my other vids. Right now I'm still in a less than $200 series, that guns that don't suck. So check them out. Look forward to having you all watch my videos in the future. Maybe get some survival videos up, maybe some camping ones, food prepping in general, SHTF preparedness videos. Kind of gonna broaden the channel here a little bit since I'm finally back home. Thank you for watching, and God bless.